Hey.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. How's
Come
everybody
in,
doing?
come
closer. Come closer.
Actually, come in, seriously. Welcome to another episode of Please Relate to This.
How have you been?
I've been good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm really glad to hear that.
How have you been?
I think good as well.
Oh my gosh, and we're so excited to have everyone back today.
Welcome. What
What
do we want to start with?
do you want to start with? The statement I want to say today is, I'm so proud of Noah Beck. Noah Beck has been an influencer for a long time,
Yes.
big TikToker. He's gone through many iterations. Noah Beck got cast on the Baywatch television show along with a bunch of other folks. Noah Beck has been very honest about his journey to become like an actor, and he's been very serious about doing it, and he's been putting in the work. To see a variety piece where it's like Noah Beck is joining the Baywatch team, I just think that's so cool and awesome, and I'm excited for Noah Beck.
Yeah.
Shout out Noah Beck.
I think, listen, we've seen with Addison Rae. We've seen with Alex Warren.
Yeah.
I think people start in all sorts of different
Exactly.
places, and that's totally A-okay.
Congratulations,
Maybe.
Noah Beck, and we can't wait to. We'll have to chat with you for Baywatch
Yay.
when we get there.
Okay, we got to talk about Spider-Man.
Of course.
We got to talk about Spider-Man.
Of course.
We got to actually talk about like Zendaya in general. Like Zendaya's obviously like booked and busy this
Yes.
year. The drama's coming out on that press tour, and then boom, right in the middle, we got the
On
Spider-Man
the note
trailer.
of the drama,
Let's hear it.
are you aware of the twist of this film?
I'm aware. Yeah, I mean, I'm aware that this film hinges on a twist. I think I've seen spoilers of
Okay.
what the twist is.
Plays out.
I like the idea of a movie where you go with people and you might like get into an argument after about like what you think about it.
Yeah, I'm interested.
I don't know what to say because it's like
No,
without
I
saying
know.
anything.
I'm interested to see how this plays out. I think they're very clear in the trailer that there's something that happens.
Yes.
And there's a turn in this movie, but a lot of people do believe that it's being marketed very much like a
have you-
rom-com like kind of thing.
But if you clock that, like as we approach the release date, the posters get more and more black-eyed and bloody and like going through it.
Yeah.
And I think that's smart. I also like, let's just talk about Rob Daya for a second.
Sure.
Like, I really do love them together. I think they balance each other really well, and they're sweet, and they're like a fun little friend group. I mean, they're both like so iconic and funny.
Yes,
of
very
this
funny
time.
together.
We made a little post about what Zendaya said to Rob right before they went out to
Right.
present at the Oscars.
Before we went on stage, just like the vein in your forehead is really, really popping out right now.
And there's a lot of people in our comment sections right now being like, that was so cruel of her to point out the vein on his head. Like, why would she do that? But I'm like, I think they're just really...
That sounds like the dynamic.
Yeah.
Like,
we got Rob and
I don't
Zendaya. They're incredible banter and dynamic. But one thing they're not in together is Spider-Man.
Correct.
Guys.
Spider-Man is coming back.
I am truly...
And
Spider-Man's
things might be a little bit amiss.
I know. Spider-Man is truly my favorite superhero.
Okay. Cool.
I like every iteration of Spider-Man brings me a lot of joy and like intense emotion. I love
Intense emotion.
Honestly, yes.
Wow.
Like even watching the trailer for Brand New Day, I feel things. Like I feel very sad that Peter Parker is struggling right now.
Yeah.
I feel very sad that his friends don't remember who he is. There's some
Aunt May's gone. She dead. I know. He's like
and he feels like it's
literally.
his fault. Like
Yeah.
it really does bother me because I mean I know all the superheroes are dealing with great loss and grief and
Totally.
darkness, but for some reason when Peter Parker's going through it,
Just a little
it's
guy.
personal.
He's
It's
just a little
personal.
guy.
So anyway, I'm really upset and I'm really like ready and locked in for this movie, and I desperately need it all to be okay by the end.
Right. Well, we'll see.
Okay, but what do we know? What did we learn from this trailer? The first thing we learned
Hello.
is that they really Peter B. Parker'd him.
Peter B. Part like he's
Yes.
beat down.
Yeah, he's depressed. Shot by shot references even.
There's so many exact direct pulls from the comic books in this one.
Yeah.
A new stylized approach that they're also doing with this. Like we're getting like Daniel Destin Cretton, I believe is his name, who directed Shang-Chi, is directing this. And he can make cool stuff. Like Shang-Chi.
I'm ready for cool stuff.
Cool movie, great action scenes, and like clearly there's some like direct pulls from the comic books in this one where it's like, you know what? Maybe human beings can't actually move that way. Maybe they can't make those exact poses,
Yeah.
but it looks cool, and I believe Spider-Man can do it. So take that.
Yeah, take that. I want Peter Parker to have some fun. It's actually kind of unbelievable. Like I think back to one of the first like scenes you ever see of Tom Holland's Peter Parker where he's like jumping around the hotel
Yeah.
room and he's so excited to be like with the Avengers, and he's just such a little boy. And
Yeah.
he's so pure and he has all this energy. And now he's been through stuff. But I don't want him to be sad. I don't like it. I don't like sitting in the sadness of Peter Parker. I really need Peter Parker to come out the other side. And I know that's not how life works, but can it work from this one thing, please?
We'll find out. This July.
This July. But okay, one other thing we should dive into from the trailer. Spider-Man is mutating, and the man spider theories really might be true.
Correct. I think this movie might be weird.
Okay.
I think this movie might be like the weirdest Spider-Man movie we ever see.
The idea of Tom Holland's Spider-Man becoming some sort of spider beast with multiple arms, like a monster. Like, it is kind of grossing me out. If we were to sum up the proof that the man spider theories in Spider-Man Brand New Day are real. So many nods to DNA mutation. Yep. We see him talking to Bruce Banner about how dangerous that would be.
We see him like coming out of a cocoon, like black eyes. A lot of fans believe there are shots that have been digitally altered, which you can kind of like take a peek and see that they have been.
Which like Marvel does.
But there's believed to be a shot when he's ripping the sword apart that there's potentially other arms coming out of his back, but they'd be like biological.
So many references to like the life cycle of a spider. Rebirth is like a really emphasized word in the trailer, so it's like he is emerging as something new, like something's happening. And then of course it seems as though Spider-Man now has organic webs. They come from his body, like maybe he was just spending too much time with Tobey Maguire in the last movie, and that's what happened.
He's like, how'd you do that?
Yeah, maybe
let me try that.
Maybe they shared a drink and like the DNA crossed
that's
over.
How that works.
Yeah,
I think we could be getting a weird man spider adaptation.
Yeah, a lot of body horror elements. It's going to be very like
it could be like a little gross. Like I'm
scared.
Ready. I'm nervous,
but I'm ready.
Okay.
What else? What else do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about a concert I got tickets to this week.
Let's hear about
it. And I just want to say kudos to Jack Antonoff, as per always. But kudos due to Jack Antonoff. I purchased 4 tickets to go see Bleachers this summer. In the 200 section, which is like the lower bowl at the RBC Auditorium, which is formerly the RBC Amphitheater, which is formerly the Budweiser stage. Again, like 10 rows up from the stage, not on the floor, but like prime seats, $108 each.
And that's on making your tickets more affordable.
And that's on being a man of your word and saying that you're going to do that thing. Like, I will say, alternatively, I was a witness to purchase of Pussycat Doll tickets. There were 10 rows up from where I'm sitting that were over $1,000. Yeah, to think of like what artists could do with crowds and how much better the concert experience could be if these tickets were affordable.
I think it actually makes the shows better because that's where you get a crowd of people who are genuinely excited to be there. Similar to like when Chapel Roan had to call out the VIP section for not doing the hot to go dance. It is unfortunately a theme that like people with loads of money who just kind of go on a whim rather than like really like yearn to be at the show. Just are less enthusiastic as a crowd.
But even then, like to get someone who might be curious. A lot of people like that opens the door to being able to explore new artists and being able to see them.
Totally.
So kudos, Jack Antonoff.
Keep on this track, everybody.
See you at the show.
I also have to say I love the concept of being witness to the purchase of Pussycat Doll tickets.
Thank you.
Okay, the next thing I wanted to chat before we get into our deep dive here, I just want to say the statement, which is bring back 2000s teen magazine posters with quotes on them like this.
I try to stay brave, Miley. I see, like to have that on your wall.
Yeah.
Like she tries.
I
try to stay brave.
We all try. And I also love how all these posters, they always would add a PNG of their autograph to the bottom.
Totally. I love talking about cute boys, Miranda Cosgrove. So I wonder how they got that quote out of her. She walks in the room, she's like, I love talking about cute boys. Everyone's like, oh, hey, I'm like so-and-so. And I don't think she does.
I don't think any girl really does. I think we're all lying. So many of these magazines, so many of the themes was like,
my dream girl.
Yes.
We're looking for fun girlfriends.
This one's one of my favorites. We're looking for fun GFs.
We want to make you feel special. That's crazy.
This one's
like that. Like we want to make you feel special.
But specifically, Cole said that, and Dylan's wearing the photo. Like this is so.
And they're
funny.
like, we have to make it look like we're in a hotel because that's our whole thing. We're just typical guys. I need to speak about this for a second.
Please.
Dylan and Cole Sprouse had a boy version of like a teen magazine.
Okay.
I believe it was called. It was called like Sprouse Code or something like that.
Okay,
and there was like a multiple issue like boys version of this kind of magazine. And I was like, I was buying it. I'm loving Disney Channel. And I want to know what the boys are up to. And it like I think there was a couple issues and they just never made it again. But
that's
like
amazing.
That's something we should deep dive in the future.
I will happily do that.
I don't think there's anything bad about summer. Firstly, thank you for saying something so controversial, but something else is so true.
So brave.
I'm a country girl.
I'm a country girl.
I believe she said that. And
I'm a country girl.
You show me that picture and I believe you. I try to be myself around girls. Okay, this is a wild shirt.
Yeah.
And nothing underneath it.
It's very après-ski.
It's like a zip up sweater with nothing underneath.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. There is nothing underneath.
Debbie, firstly, love the big Debbie. I've been afraid of love.
Girl, same.
Same, Debbie.
Girl, same.
Debbie. The best night out is with your girls. Ain't that the goddamn truth?
Yeah. This photo is also, it's very much giving.
She looks scared.
It's giving that Grammys photo where she's really staring people down.
I'm trying to think like the best night is with your girls. She looks hesitant to go with the girls. All you're doing is touching lips. Okay, wait. Summer smooch secret. So this seemed to be, I'm going to use my context clues here to believe there was a whole list of things on how to kiss.
Yes, I think that's correct.
That adults wrote, for sure.
Who's on that shirt?
I'm wondering about the shirt. I don't know what's going on in this.
Yeah, this one's such a mystery.
I wanted my hair to look like that so bad. No, I think this is a great idea. I think we should definitely bring this back. More artists should be doing this.
I agree.
And like, I want to just make some for myself.
That's a great idea That's a great idea for like our photo shoot.
Yeah,
our brand.
That's actually a good idea. Watch this space.
We'll keep an eye out. We will be doing.
You're watching this happen in real time.
Yeah.
This would be a little Easter egg.
Yes. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. Anyway,
let's deep dive. Well,
our deep dive today is stan institutions such as the Khia Asylum. And let's start there.
Before we get started, there is a debate here.
What is it?
It's giving GIF. I believe it's a Khia Asylum, but I think it's just like we're past that.
Yeah, because it is named after the rapper behind My Neck, My Back, and I believe you're right that their name is pronounced Khia. Yeah, so let's give some background. The Khia Asylum.
Yes.
I'm gonna say Khia. I'm sorry, everybody. Yeah. The Khia Asylum is a fictional place in stan culture where artists get banished if they're seen as being like culturally irrelevant or like unable to land a hit. Started after a viral 2024 tweet where a Twitter user was ranking the pop girls from their perspective, and they put the bottom tier, they called the bottom tier the Khia Asylum. These are the requirements. According to Flop Talk, these are the requirements to be in the Khia Asylum.
Okay.
So number 1, the artist must have little to no minor hits on the charts. Number 2, you must not have a specific aesthetic.
Interesting.
Must not have a well-known personality. So you don't go viral on TikTok. You don't have, aside from your music, like viral moments. And then the number 4 is must not have left any cultural impact.
That's so
It's
savage.
Cruel. It's very savage, and it's also obviously super subjective.
Sure. And I think we formally believe this to be a cruel, mean thing, but now we've kind of turned this corner where I think these artists are like starting to they're identifying it, and they're like, all right, if this is what you think about me, then I'm going to escape this place.
Right.
And that's begun the great escape of 2025, 2026 of the Khia Asylum.
100%. What started as this like internet, like stan Twitter thing is now being like named and acknowledged by artists. So we have Zara Larsson talking in interviews about escaping the Khia Asylum with the success of Stateside and her Midnight Sun era.
You broke out of the asylum, girl.
Thanks.
You really did.
Am I free? Am I just on probation?
Charlie XCX.
The original escapee. She did she opened the gates. The prison break.
Really did. She really did. She really did. And but we have her on record saying she's, quote, happy to be out.
You ever miss the Khia Asylum, or are you happy to be out?
I'm so happy to be out, but let me tell you, just because you get out once doesn't mean you're not going back in.
Bebe Rexha as well.
Another.
She's also acknowledged it and said she's escaping. Like she's like posted videos of her training to try to run away and leave.
And then we have this new Flow music video, which is seemingly set in the Khia Asylum.
Correct.
It's set at this retreat where the narration in the video says you go if you are being algorithmically ignored. And they are essentially like being trained on how to do all these wild, crazy, scandalous things to capture attention and break out.
I think the power of this song is crazy. I believe the song of the year is here. And I believe that it's Leak It by Flow.
It's very symptomatic of the way, like, we don't just enjoy artists. Like, we rank them like athletes. Yeah. Like, we need...
It's always a competition.
We don't just say, like, I love that artist and I love that song. It's like, no, that's the best artist of all time. They're going to go the distance. And we, like, make these, like, bold declarations about, like...
We just pop in, this is the best song of the year. I believe the song of the year is here.
We do it all the time on the
truly
podcast. And we're about to do it even more. I'm not saying like we're not guilty of it, but
course.
it's very, very true that I think we like as a society are very, very quick to want to make bold claims about our favorites without the distance to actually know for sure yet. Lives are long, careers are
Yeah.
long, and they ebb and flow. Like everybody starts out as irrelevant. That's just what building something is. I would hope that an artist who's told or seeing tweets about her, because frankly, we really only do this to female artists. We really only do this to female artists, don't we, Owen?
I don't know.
I don't want it to get her down because like
Motivation.
yeah, it's motivation, and people can and do make comebacks all the time. If Sabrina, Charlie, and Zara were once in the Khia Asylum, they're not anymore, and they're doing amazing.
And we've talked about this a lot. At any given time, any song from your catalog could have a moment now.
Yes,
Which is not
that's
how it was
such
in
a
the
good
past.
point. That's such a good point. I'm thinking about how Chappell Roan got dropped from her label. And like Ariana Grande's first song was Put Your Hearts Up. Like at that point in their careers, it would have been very easy to make a like forever statement
Right.
about like they're done.
The artists that they
they're
are, and
over.
yeah.
But they're not. They're literally not. It's things change all the time. Trends change all the time. Movements and culture can make it more your time now than it ever was before.
Yeah.
Maybe people weren't ready for you back then, and they'll be ready for you in 5 years.
But like again, it's not too late.
It's
Find that
never
vibe.
too late.
You
Yeah.
got this, Ava Max.
You got it. You got it. No, everybody's got it. Everybody
all
who's
got
been
it.
relegated, every artist, listen, this is for you. If you are stuck in the Khia Asylum, you can make it out.
You can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it.
We want to see ya.
We believe in
We
you.
want to see you on the biggest stage possible, and you're gonna do it.
We believe in you.
You got this.
Yes. What happened to being excited to watch people grow and evolve?
Right?
Right?
I'm excited to see all of the escapees leave this asylum.
Let's go.
Kill the guards.
Yes.
Break
Okay.
those walls down.
Okay, now what's the
Climb
opposite?
through the toilets.
Through the toilet.
Yeah, they're gonna escape through the toilets and then through the sewer.
All right.
And Ava Max is gonna come up and be like,
Wow. Amazing.
Great.
Amazing. Okay, well, what's the opposite of being in the Khia Asylum?
probably being on Mount Rushmore.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So for
So
those...
this is the segue episode.
Yeah,
We've developed incredible segues for each of these segments. Please comment down below in the podcast app of your choice on how you're enjoying the segue so far.
So in stan culture, somebody can escape the Khia Asylum to become a main pop girl who will eventually be on a Mount Rushmore.
Somebody in a category that only 4 people will be able to have their heads etched on the mountain of that category.
I was again. If you feel their legacy is permanent, and we you can have a Mount Rushmore of anything. We had Paulo Pasco from Jeopardy give us his Jeopardy Mount Rushmore, and lots of people be talking right now about their Disney Channel Mount Rushmore with Hannah Montana's 20th anniversary
Happy
looming.
anniversary to her.
Yes, this conversation has been in the headlines, starting with Raven Simone, who she said in an interview that her personal Mount Rushmore is her, Hilary Duff, Shia LaBeouf, and Lee Thompson Young.
Yep.
I would say me, Hillary, Shia. I would also put in
Miley.
Jet Jackson. No, not Miley. I love you, Miley, but not Miley. She came after.
And a lot of people were kind of up in arms about her not including Miley on that list. And she clarified it's like she loves Miley, but like that. Like these
That was
people
her
came
era.
first. Yeah, and these people came first, which is a totally like respectable way to decide your Mount Rushmore.
Famous Jet Jackson was an incredible show too, by the way. I love that
R.I.P.
show. Yes.
Deeply R.I.P. Then we had Christy Carlson Romano saying that she does not think her even Stevens co-star Shia LaBeouf deserves a place on the Disney Channel Mount Rushmore, and she said she would be speaking on it more at a later time.
Oh, we can't wait.
Yeah. And then with all this craziness going on, we have Macaulay Culkin making an Instagram post speaking out saying, "This is my Mount Rushmore," with a photo of Brenda Song.
His wife.
And
Mount Rushmore having one person.
I actually do think like deciding your Mount Rushmore is less cruel than banishing somebody to the Khia Asylum
course.
because it's so subjective. So with that said, I would like to know what your Disney Channel Mount Rushmore
Okay,
is.
should we go shot for shot?
What the hell, sure.
Oh, yeah, okay. What the hell, sure time?
Don't peek,
The
don't peek.
first, have you looked at mine? I feel like
I
you
didn't
looked at
peek.
mine.
I did not. I would never do
The
that.
first name on my Mount Rushmore is going to be Miley Cyrus.
Same.
The impact there, we're having a much publicized 20th anniversary for her piece of programming.
Yeah.
She kickstarted the conversation.
Yeah.
She did it all.
Yeah.
Concert tours.
She changed the world. Hannah Montana changed the
theatrical
world.
films. Like, it truly was like just like the epitome of that era.
Yeah.
And Miley's ability to look back fondly and like celebrate that era is also something I really appreciate. So Miley Cyrus is going on Mount Rushmore.
100% agree. I think like Hannah Montana changed the world, and an entire generation of pop music was shaped by her.
True.
We have artists like Olivia Rodrigo, Chappell Roan, Sabrina Carpenter. The list goes on and on. Some of the biggest pop stars of today will tell you that they were influenced by Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
I would not be who I am today had Hannah Montana not existed, I think.
Me too. Next up on my Mount Rushmore is Hilary Duff. Similar to Miley, she ran the gamut. She had music. She had the show, one of the most like specific like millennial references like of all time, just of like people loving that show. Theatrical released film that like is
Amazing
again like 20 plus years later like continued like Sing to Me Paolo is like
amazing,
just like in the vernacular of the world. Like This Is What Dreams Are Made Of, incredible song. Like Hilary Duff's entire catalog. Again, we're seeing her back now and seeing everyone celebrate this era once more. Like she did the interview where she like cried about how her impact, she feels it when she sees these crowds now. Like again, another artist celebrating this era of their life while others tend to push that aside.
I love Hilary Duff and I love Lizzie McGuire. She's not on my Mount Rushmore. Second on my Mount Rushmore is Raven Simone. That's So Raven, in my opinion, is the best Disney Channel original series ever.
Wow.
I think that the writing is absolutely incredible. Her acting is unbelievable. She, to me, is like, she was deserving of comedy actress Emmys for her work on that show.
Yeah.
I think she is one of the comedy greats.
I agree.
And the fact that she was doing all that as such a young person is unbelievable.
Yeah.
She's masterful and truly, I think, like one of the best television characters that ever existed.
Yeah. The accents, the physical comedy.
Yes,
like,
100%.
it's all there.
How she would like dress up in different costumes like every episode, and like I just think that So Raven still holds up. If you are a grown person who didn't grow up watching it and you put it on and watched an episode today, you would have a good time,
would laugh.
and you would objectively think like, that's a solid show.
I wholesheartedly agree with you, which is why she's the third on my Mount
There it
Rushmore.
is.
You've hit all my points, and like again, also the Cheetah Girls of it all.
Oh
like,
my god! Sorry, I am really scared.
Jeez,
I totally forgot to mention the
that's
Cheetah Girls.
crazy.
I know, what's wrong with me?
Cheetah Girls, even the Cheetah Girls 2.
Oh, that's my favorite movie. One of my favorite movies of all time.
The Cheetah Girls 2 is a good movie.
Yeah. There's
so,
no
like,
way she would not
like,
be on it.
Even just like outside, like the Disney of it all, like let's talk about College Road Trip, like Double Dutch Bus, like the Disney family. She kind of like was a part of that as well,
Yes.
like outside of just Disney Channel stuff. Like
You're so
her
right.
songs are also great. She also was like hitting all these different touch points.
Yeah.
Of that.
In the interview where she gave her Mount Rushmore, the interviewer was telling her, everybody's been talking about their Mount Rushmore, and you are the one person on everybody's that's like solid. Nobody doubts whether or not Raven Simone is on the Disney Channel Mount Rushmore, and that is the truest statement I've ever heard. There is no way in hell she would not be on this list.
Who's your third?
Okay.
Okay.
My third, and it's not controversial to me, but I think it might be controversial to some people in the audience, is Brenda Song.
That's wild. I think that's wild.
I thought about this a lot.
Okay.
I think that Brenda, in so many ways, was a backbone of the channel.
Okay.
She is in 2 Sweet Life shows
True.
as London Tipton, iconically. But she's she's like omnipresent on that, like throughout, like honestly, like over a decade of that channel. Wendy Wu, The Ultimate Christmas Present, Get a Clue with Lindsay Lohan.
True.
Stuck in the Suburbs. She had a recurring role in Phil of the Future.
True.
And let's not forget Past the Plate. Let's not forget Past the Plate. She was such a solid presence in so many Disney Channel properties that I can't ignore that. In hindsight, it's like none of those shows, none of those things would have been the same without Brenda Song.
True.
And let's really make sure we're giving her flowers for Wendy Wu here.
Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior is a great movie.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the Prindle. That kind
Let's
of changed.
not
That's
forget
kind of
the Prindle.
generational.
Let's not forget the
Her
Prindle.
dynamic with Mr. Mosby was
Yeah.
like cute.
Yeah.
But she will not be on my Mount
That's fair enough.
I don't know how to say Mount Rushmore.
That's fair enough.
She will not be on my Mount Rushmore. My 4th position is going to go to Selena Gomez.
Yeah, that's a very great choice.
I think what I've realized with my list is that I think all these artists hit all the quadrants. They hit music, they hit film, they hit the shows. While I didn't really partake much in Wizards of Waverly Place, like her presence was there. Her music I don't think this is a Disney Channel song, but like, Tell Me Something I Don't Know.
Tell me.
Like, Naturally by Selena Gomez is one of the best pop songs of all time.
I like that song too.
We can't, like, it will go down in history in the back of my head as like one of the best pop songs of all time.
Yeah.
The Scene.
Yeah.
We miss him like crazy. We miss
With
you,
the little
Scene.
lipstick heart
Yeah.
rhinestone thing. I have to admit, Selena is not on mine, but she almost was. Like, I really have deep respect for Selena, not only for her work on Disney Channel, but I think she was also like a incredibly important pillar of like the 2000s teen pop stardom scene in general. Like, if you open a teen magazine from that era, she is all over it. She is like, she just really populated like that world. And did a great job, and it is a job. Like, it's a lot of responsibility and pressure to like be a young person who's being a role model and like the biggest star in the world for other for other young people, and she really carried that, maybe more than anyone else.
But she's not on yours, so who is?
So
without further ado,
the last person on my Disney Channel Mount, oh my God,
it's hard, right?
The last person on my Disney Channel Mount Rushmore is Zendaya. Let me
just
hear me out
really quick. That's crazy.
Hear me out. Zendaya isn't just a Disney Channel success story, but she is a blueprint for what happens after.
Okay.
We have never seen a better transition out of the show.
No.
I kept thinking about this to myself. Like, to me, we were talking earlier about speaking indefinites and like declaring people like as like icons. I am so certain when I say that Zendaya will be remembered long after she's gone.
Of course.
She will be referenced in fashion, in her quotes, like everything, like Audrey Hepburn style. She is timeless. She is forever. And she got her start on the Disney Channel.
True.
Not one show, but two. She did have iconic meme and music moments with Bella Thorne. She came back to do Casey Undercover after Spider-Man Homecoming came out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She could have just said goodbye, but she came back to lead a show as a producer.
Get that bag.
Yeah. I swear, I don't think we've ever seen a more seamless transition out.
Which is part of the reason why I don't think she deserves to be in the Mount Rushmore.
Okay, elaborate on that.
I think the impact that she had in the Disney Channel sphere is not big enough to have earned that position. I think
you're just too old.
You're older than me.
No, I'm not. I'm literally not. What the are you talking about?
You're older than me.
No, babe, you're already. I'm only 20.
Don't tell people that.
But your birthday's in January and mine's in July.
Jesus. I think her impact during the Disney Channel era was not as strong as some of the other people that.
But you weren't there. It wasn't your era. It wasn't mine either.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what I'm trying to say. I would never in a million years argue that her impact after is not huge.
Yeah.
Like, she is one of the A+ list celebrities.
Yeah.
Which is part of the reason why I'm like, again, she's trumped everything she's ever done in Disney Channel, and she's not known for those things anymore.
I hear
which
you.
is part of her incredible strategy of leaving that. Like, she rarely gets asked a Casey Undercover question. Any of these other people we're naming are going to get asked something like about their Disney Channel project.
That's a very good point. And I'm going to give it that to you. And I also have to say, just make it clear, I love all these people.
Yeah, me too.
I really do celebrate all these people. And this was a hard choice. And also, this is silly and it's not that serious. But
no, this is dead serious.
Except for the fact that it's dead serious. No, I just think I kept thinking about, like, I'm looking at the side of the mountain and all these faces are etched into it. And
Beautiful.
it just, to
the sun
me,
setting.
the sun is setting. It looks gorgeous. And I just thought to myself, how dumb would it be to not put Zendaya on there? It's like, it feels wrong. Like, that's Zendaya. And when we're 80 and she's still Zendaya and her presence is looming, like, larger than ever, it's like, not even when we're 80, like when our great grandkids are looking at the thing I carved on the side of the mountain, they're going to be like, why didn't they put Zendaya on there?
But they're also going to say, look how talented she is at carving in the mountain.
Because no one's talking about the Nickelodeon Mount Rushmore. Allow me to just throw mine in there real quick.
Nickelodeon Mount Rushmores.
My number one,
Yep.
Keke Palmer.
Keke Palmer is so talented.
I just love her.
Yeah.
I was much more of a Disney kid, I will admit, but
We're working in a grown-up job. Never really knew I'm gonna work this hard. Use it home and watch
Yeah.
TV, and now I'm gonna have a new VB.
Yeah. Number two, Amanda Bynes.
100%.
Yeah.
1000%. Again, so ahead of her time. So incredibly talented for a young age comedically.
Yep.
Yeah. No
Unreal.
argument there.
Unreal, and it's like the least we can do. The least we can do for somebody who has had to be put through the cruelty of this world is acknowledge how incredibly talented she is, and how much she gave us as a child.
Yeah.
Next, to me, Kenan Thompson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's really funny and iconic that he like started on a sketch show on Nickelodeon and now he's like the longest running SNL cast member of all time. And what a legacy.
Okay.
And for me, this is like I'm actually gonna like open this up to you because I have two.
Okay.
It's either Ariana Grande or Miranda Cosgrove. Where would you?
Oh, it's 100% Miranda Cosgrove.
Okay.
Ariana Grande's impact on Nickelodeon wasn't great enough, I believe.
It's similar
compared
to
to her impact after.
But it's similar to like your Zendaya reasoning.
Correct.
Yeah.
And what I would also say is I would remove Kenan Thompson.
Okay.
And I put Victoria Justice in there. I think we all sang.
I do think we all sang.
I think bangers.
Yeah, that's true. There's
Miranda
a lot
Cosgrove,
of great songs.
like Drake and Josh,
that's true.
iCarly.
It's true. She does deserve.
She deserves, and she also had bangers. Sparks fly.
Yeah.
It's like electricity.
So it's Kiki, Amanda, Miranda,
Victoria Justice.
or Kenan. Debate.
Yeah.
Debate
in the comments.
Or Ariana. Debate. Listen, debate. Kat Valentine's beloved 2 shows. She also had Sam and Cat. What about Jeanette McCurdy? No, it doesn't.
No.
Jeanette McCurdy doesn't want it. She doesn't want it.
She doesn't want that.
She doesn't need this. She has other things. Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. We're done.
Great. Social post of the week. What's yours?
The one who's in love always wins. Ethan Hawke. My social post of the week is Ethan Hawke at the Oscars talking to Amelia de Boldenberg, giving his like really inspirational answer to when she asked like, what advice would you give to somebody who has a theme of unrequited love in their life? And he said,
It doesn't matter if you get your heart broken. You're living. When you're feeling, you're alive. You know, the sun doesn't care whether the grass appreciates its rays, right? It just keeps on shining.
He just said that off the top of his head.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It reminds me of that clip of is it Denzel Washington who's like,
First part of your life you learn, second part of your life you earn, third part of your life you return.
Can you be my therapist?
I already am.
I already am. I love it. Okay, what's yours?
My social post of the week is also an inspirational quote, also from Ethan Hawke, in which in an interview he responded to, is it bad to eat in bed? And he said, I like to eat in bed, but I don't eat food.
The duality of this man.
Incredible. What a bar.
Shout out to Ethan Hawke.
I like to eat in bed, but I don't eat food.
The one who's in love always wins. The sun doesn't care whether the grass appreciates its rays, right? It just keeps shining.
Take that away with you this week after this episode.
We love you all.
Thank you so much for joining us on yet another episode of Please Relate to This. We have so much fun things coming up. So much fun things.
We have so much fun things.
So much fun things coming up. And we're just pleased as a peach to have you along for the journey.
Oh, we're just pleased as the peach to have you with us.